All right, welcome back. So, welcome to Speak Up Entertainment. You are on day 2 of your training. Hopefully, you got a lot out of day 1. I encourage you to go back to day 1, rewatch it, and make your own pitch up. Write it down. Write your pitch down. Make it real by writing it down. Don't text it. Write it down, and make your own intro up. Make your own short story up. Make your own presentation up. Make your own closing question. Make your own. Make your own consolidation. And just take the bits and pieces that I'm giving you, and kind of form it, sculpt it, and make your own. But this is day 2. We're gonna get more advanced into the intro, short story, presentation, close, and consolidation. We're gonna break the intro down, and we're gonna break the short story down, and we're gonna break the presentation down. I'm gonna do that for day 2. The close and the consolidation, we're gonna work on that day 3. Okay, so let me write that down real quick for us. We're gonna work on close and consolidation on day 3, and day 2 we're gonna really focus on intro, short story, and presentation. Right? So I'm gonna dive really deep into intro right now. So with your intro, you're gonna want to have something called C factors, right? So it's like your smile, your energy, and your eye contact. So you're really gonna want to be like a happy person, like, hey, Joe, I can see like my smile. You're gonna want to have eye contact with them because that builds that trust, and you're gonna want to have a lot of energy because it's gonna give that person energy. A lot of people really just feed off of energy, to be honest. Let me sip my water. So, in your intro, you're always going to want to remember your C factors, right? So, you're going to want to smile, have eye contact, and have energy. So, I always look like, hey, bro, I like your shirt. Girl, I like your shirt. Like, be genuine with it. Shorty, I like your shirt. And a lot of times, I don't even give a compliment. Remember, I give a joke or some type of like jokingly, like sarcastic thing. So, oh, you came for the free chicken? The free chicken? I said chicken. But you came for the free ticket? You came for the free chicken? Girl, you came for the free handshake, didn't you? Give a little bit of ooh, ooh, ooh. Like be who you're like not. Because you don't want to be a salesman, right? You don't want to be a salesman. Now, also in the intro, that's what we just went over was the C factor. So smile, eye contact, and energy. Now, we're also gonna go into the Fugees because this is really big. Okay, Fugees is really big. So Fugees is spelled Fujis. Give me 1 second. So Fugees is spelled Fujis. The F is fear of loss. So fear of loss is like when a person is scared of losing your product or your service. So fear of loss, you'll really see it when a customer grabs this in your presentation. When they grab the flyer and you're holding on to it still, and then you take it away from them, they're gonna feel fear of loss. Now, urgency is really big. You want to be quick. You want to talk quick. You want to like. Honestly, I bounce around, or I show that they need to be hurry up. Like I usually have a pen in my hand, and I'll do this, or I'll be bouncing my foot a lot. It's urgency. It's having the sense of urgency because it makes them. It keeps their. I forgot the word. Sorry, I look so unprofessional right now, but I forgot the word. It's their impulse. You want to keep their impulse high. So, fear of loss, urgency. J is Jones effect. So, Jones effect is always people want to be like other people, like no matter what way you put it. So, Jones effect is like basically making them feel like they're not the first person. So, I always will use an example for Jones effect is like, hey, your neighbor just bought it, or bro, my last customer said the same thing, bro, or like, yo, my other customer, yo, the last customer looked just like you. You got a twin in there, bro. That's crazy. Or like, yo, my last customer did this. My other customer did that. And Jones effect will also trigger here when they see all of the sponsors' logos. Jones effect. That happens with other businesses because we only remember when we started we had one, so it was like impossible for me to get a lot of the sponsors because there was one of them, so it's hard to get Jones effect. But I always would just be like, the last customer I was talking to or the last person I was talking to, that's Jones effect. Making them feel like they're a part of the group. They're not alone. and everybody's doing it. Now, that was FUJ. Now I. That's indifference. Indifference is not being a salesperson at all, bro. Just be bouncing around, be yourself. Like, like if you're out there in the hood, bro, sag your pants a little bit. Like, fit in. Like, be indifferent. Like, don't look like a salesman. Talk, indifference is things like when I'm out in the field, when I'm out talking to people, indifference would just be like really how I'm dressed. I don't come in here look with a suit and stuff, looking like my hair, like all of that. It triggers indifference. Like I don't look like a salesman, like a regular salesman. Some other things that would show indifference is like bouncing a ball around. If you have like one of the little stress balls or bouncy balls or a beach ball or something, and you're out there talking to individuals, depending on what you're doing. If you're doing business to business and looking for sponsors, indifference will be like how you're dressed and how you look and stuff. Uh, then indifference when you're talking to people trying to sell tickets and when you're just out promoting, indifference would be like bouncing the ball, chilling, smoking a cigarette or something, and flicking your cigarette. Oh, hey, go over there. Which I wouldn't encourage smoking a cigarette or anything, but that still shows indifference. I wouldn't encourage doing that, but it shows indifference. It shows like you're just a normal person, like you're not a salesman. Now, S is the most important one in my opinion. Besides urgency and besides indifference, S is the most important one. Suggestion. Power of suggestion. You always want to give them an answer that is like not necessarily the answer to that, but some examples would be like, hey, what service do you have? T-Mobile or Verizon? Hey, do you ever go out to places like Soho or Ybor? Hey, do you ever eat food like Red Lobster or Olive Garden? What's your religion? Catholic, Christian, Buddhist? You give them the answer, and they'll give you the right answer. That's what power of suggestion does. Is it either puts that already in their head, or it'll force them to give you the answer. So that's Fuji. So in your intro, you really want to be aware of that already. Okay. Let's see. Short story. Your short story, you always want to answer who you are, what you're doing. That's just very simple. And also in your short story, to be able to kind of filter out the people and to save you time, you're going to want to use what's called qualifying questions inside of your short story. What does qualifying questions look like, right, in your short story? Say, for instance, you're pushing game assants, and you're in front of GameStop doing the BOGO ticket thing, right? Say you're in front of GameStop, and a customer comes up. You already gave them your intro. You gave them your short story, but then you also say, these are your qualifying questions right here. Hey, really quick, do you like video games? The customer's gonna be like, yeah, I like video games. Awesome. Do you like anime and stuff? Yeah, of course I like anime. Yo, you're gonna love this then. Let me show you. Boom. Those are qualifying questions. Because imagine if the customer said, no, I don't like video games, and no, I don't like anime. You don't even want to talk to that customer. So you're gonna just brush them off. And the best thing that'll trigger in a lot of those customers that just lied to you is fear of loss. They're gonna be like, oh, bro, but I'm just lying. Like, I'm lying, bro. What do you have? Like, why are you pushing me away? Like, I want what you had. What is it? I was lying. I love video games and I love anime. That's why I'm here at GameStop. So, yeah, let's see. So intro, short story. You got that. That's really it. That's really it for the day, guys. So that was diving deeper into your intro and your short story. Let's actually go into your presentation before we leave. Your presentation is always going to be giving 3 focus points on whatever product or service you're pushing at the time with a product in hand. That's why you will have a poster or a flyer. If you don't have a poster or flyer, you have your phone. So you give the customer the product in hand. They grab it. Put it in their face. Here, grab it. You can even say that. Here, grab it. They'll grab it immediately. You still hold on to it. Don't let them hold it. Talk about it now with your other hand. Look, yeah, so we got this event coming up. We have sponsors like Floha Radio, Navox, things like that. Talk a little bit about them if you know about them. If not, ask your boy. Then you go here. Yeah, look, this is what it's called. Secret Stash. It's an independent music fest. So there's like going to be a bunch of artists like from all around that are independent artists, and they'll be performing yada yada bing bang. and then you take it away from them. And then you'll dive into your close. With your presentation, you really want to be, like I said, quick, so urgent, and you just want to remember the Fugees, because the intro you want to be aware of the Fugees, but you want to use the Fugees throughout the entire 5 steps of your conversation. So again, Fugees is fear of loss, urgency, Jones effect, indifference, power of suggestion. I'll see you on the next video, guys. That's day 2.